Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another tier list video. Let's just get right into it. Let's not waste any time. This is another great generation of Pokemon, and we're going to start off with none other than Turtwig in A. Now, I know that I've been saying in my previous videos that I don't want to put like the starters like in their first phase, evolution, whatever, that high. That's probably going to be different in this generation just because I'm going to be honest, I think Gen 4 has the best starters overall. Like, these three are the strongest. I don't know. I don't care. Grotto, we're going to put in B tier, and then Torterra. I'm going to put in A tier. I love Torterra. He's great, but it's not entirely an S tier for me yet. So, Chimchar, another A tier. Adorable. A monkey. Fire monkey. It's incredible. Now, what is your name? Like, why am I forgetting this thing's name? Like Monferno or something? I'm gonna be honest, it's C tier. I don't really like that. There's something weird about it to me, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't seem right. And then Fernape, we're putting in A tier, of course. Now, take it up with somebody else, but I will never change my mind. Piplup is S tier. I do not care. I love Piplup. Obsessed with Piplup as a kid. Obsessed with Piplup now. Piplup has never faltered. Piplup is S tier. No doubt about it. Argue with someone else about it. Okay. Now Printplup. Unfortunately, I am gonna put Printplup in C tier. It's not that good to me. And then Empoleon, A tier. Say what you want. This is the truth. This is facts. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, Starly. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say C. No, B tier. I don't hate Starly. Staravia, C tier, and then Staraptor, B tier. I don't know. They're just kind of like boring to me. Maybe it's because I've seen them so much that I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of sick of you guys. But okay, Bidoof. We're just gonna put Bidoof in B. I feel like I'm never gonna know how I feel about Bidoof completely, but right now I feel positively neutral about Bidoof, so we're putting Bidoof in B. Bibarel. I don't really like it. Honestly, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if there's people who like Bibarel all that much, but it's gonna be a D tier for me. Cricketot. I'm gonna say C tier. Cricketune. We're gonna put in B tier. Shinx. How do we feel about Shinx? I like Shinx. I don't really care for Luxio. And then Luxray. If I'm getting them mixed up, sue me. I don't care. I'm gonna put in A tier because I actually like it. I'm realizing more and more that, like, for whatever reason, I really like electric Pokemon. I don't know. I think electric Pokemon are really becoming my secret, like my not my secret, but like they're really coming up from the coming out of nowhere, coming out of left field. I don't know. I didn't really think about how much I liked electric Pokemon until I started realizing how much I like them. That doesn't mean that was an empty sentence. Anyway, let's get into it or continue with it. Badoo. I'm bored. Roserade, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier. Incredible. Cranidos. Ooh, I really like Cranidos. Rampardos or whatever. I need to stop making those noises. That sound like my stomach was crawling or something. I want to put in C tier. I'm kind of bored. I don't know. I almost would have wished that this would have stayed without an evolution. And if there's one thing that I'm going to say about this generation, I said Gen 4 is a good generation, blah, blah, blah. I love the sprites, honestly. I love looking at them. It's great. But if there's one thing that I think where this generation falters, I think it's with the evolutions. We start off strong and then get really weird. So, or not weird, but just kind of boring, less exciting, losing the charm. And so, yeah, we're going to put Cranidos in A tier. Rampardos, I think is how you say its name, C tier. What is this thing's name? Sheldon? I don't remember this thing's name to like save my life. We're gonna put him in B tier. The evolution. I don't know. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I like it. So I'm gonna say B tier. Burmy. How do I feel about Burmy, you all? C tier. Ugh, look, I hate when. Can I like delete these? I kind of like don't even want to create a tier for them. I just kind of want to delete it because it's like how differently you're gonna feel from Leaf Burmy to like I don't know, like Hey Burmy to Flowers Burmy. Like I don't know, whatever. Hold on, let me just create a tier. All right, there we go. The very uneventful other tier. But what is this thing called? Like Wormadam or something like that? I'll say B tier. I kind of actually like that one. Yeah, I actually like the pink one better. See, there I was like 5 minutes ago, and by 5 minutes I mean probably like 2 minutes, 30 seconds, saying that like, oh, what's the difference? But I actually like this one the most. Whatever. Anyway, Mothim. Mothim. You know what? I think I'm honestly putting some of these a little too high. We're already gonna make some changes to this. Sorry. It's yeah. Yeah, I feel comfortable. Actually, yeah. Let's do that. I feel very comfortable with what I just did. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what came over me, but I was like, why is Bibarel alone in D tier if I don't even like I don't know. I don't like these Pokemon any more than I like Bibarel. Anyway, moving on. Combi. I love Combi. Combi is very cute, very, very lovable, cute concept. But even better, which, you know, that means S tier, Vespiquen. I love Vespiquen. So freaking cool. Cool concept. Building on this concept in an amazing way, if you ask me. I don't know. Very cool. Very awesome. I loved seeing this as, what were they called? In Legends Arceus, when they were like the bigger ones, like that, what's it called? Alpha Pokemon? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. Anyway, let's move on. Pachirisu. I like Pachirisu. I like Pachirisu's design. It's a cute, you know, like it's a squirrel. And when I think of the other squirrel Pokemon, what is its name? Squovit. I don't like it, but I like Pachirisu, and I really like its effect pickup. Because, like, if I were a trainer and I found out that, like, oh, you know, your Pokemon just picked up some random useful item, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, thank you very much. So, yeah, Pachirisu is B tier for me. Butyl, however you want to say its name, I don't like it. And then Floatzel, I like it even less. So, you know, there's that. Cherubi is one of those cute ones where it's like, yeah, it's cute and I like its design, but for whatever reason, I am like, I don't know if I was ever inclined to put one on my team. I don't know if I ever had a Cherubi or if like I encountered a Cherubi and caught it. I don't know. I like it aesthetically, but yeah, I don't know. Cherum, you know, it has two forms and I like this one better. So in order to give it a good shot, I'm going to put it in A tier and then we'll put this one in other. Just to, you know, give Cherum the best shot. I actually kind of like this one. I'm being different. I don't know. My opinion is changing live in the moment. It's never been seen before. This is why you tune in. It's exciting. It's thrilling. Let me just shut up. Okay, Shellos. Shellos is fine. And Gastrodon, absolutely not. Okay. Ambipom. This is difficult for me because I love Apom. Apom, one of my favorite Pokemon in the world, will I think forever be part of my top 10 favorite Pokemon if I had to make a list. Ambipom, this is like disappointing to me. When I said that something that this generation struggles with is making a good evolution, this is what I mean. This is crap to me. I'm sorry. If you want to know my real opinion, it's D tier. If I ever ranked it higher, I was just being nice out of respect to Apom. But Ambipom is, I wish it didn't exist. That's how much I dislike it. But moving on a more positive note, Drifloon. Drifloon is S tier for me. I love the design. I think it's really cute. Incredible Pokemon. Unfortunately, you know, another Pokemon that I wish didn't have an evolution or had a better evolution, but nonetheless S tier. I love Drifloon. Drifloon is certainly S tier. But, wait, did I say that? Yeah, Drifloon. Drifblim, I got confused for a second. I'm going to put in D tier. I almost think Drifloon would have been like as an evolution, it would have been better if maybe it was a like a Diglett Duck Trio scenario where like now instead of just one balloon, it's like 3 balloons, and maybe they have, you know, slightly, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like this just lost a lot of what was great about that. And so but yeah, I still like it as a Pokemon. Baniri, I don't love Baniri. Lopunny's pretty cool, but I think I remember tried putting her on my team one time and I was like, Baniri, you are kind of weak. This looks cool though. It's like a kickboxer or something. What is your name? Miss Magius. Miss Magius, I'm not gonna lie, pretty freaking cool. Cool ghost Pokemon, big fan. A. What's your name? Honchkrow? Oh my god. Okay, anyway. This, you know, if you've ever read the Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, I almost feel like you could cast this as the Raven. You know what I mean? And if not, then oh well. Who cares? I would say B tier. I think it's a bold design in a way that it pays off, but I don't love it. I would never put it on my team, to be honest. Glameow. You know, I'm always having to defend myself. I love cats. I'd love to have a cat. I aspire to have one day. You know what I mean? I don't really like Glameow or Ugly, and I think this is a fun concept. You know what I mean? It's like this cat that is very, you know, perhaps like not regal looking, but maybe like has a lot of poise and is, you know, its name like has glamour in its name, and then it evolves to a thing that has ugly in its name. So moving from like beauty to ugly, I think that's pretty a fun concept. You know what I mean? I just don't care. Like that's the cut and dry. Is that a bit cut? The saying is that's the cut and dry of it. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't care about them. Jingling. I think this is a cute name actually, and I actually think it's a really cute design. I want to say B tier. I don't. If you ask me what type this thing was, like gun to my head, I don't know. I'd take like normal. Psychic maybe, I have no idea, and for that I have to be garbage, hate it, disgusting, don't ever show me this again in my life, abomination. If I didn't want to crowd this with a bunch of unnecessary tiers, I would put these even lower if I could. Hate them so much. Terrible Pokemon. Anyway, moving on. Bronzor, C tier. He's like a cute plate. Bronzong. This sprite does it a lot of favors. Let's just say that. So we're gonna put it in C tier and move. Oh, Bonsley. Love me some Bonsley. Very cute, full of character. I'm gonna say A tier. I think I'd be exaggerating if I put it in S tier. Mime Jr. Okay, so Mime Jr. is one of those ones that thrives as a sprite and perishes otherwise. And I think I remember pointing out in my original Gen 4 tier list video how like desaturated and pale and like almost I don't like to say this, but like sickly he looked in his like 3D model for Legends Arceus, because they just took all the color out of it. I don't know what it is. Here I am getting on this rant again, but like I don't know what their problem is with like just sucking the saturation and the like vibrance out of these Pokemon when they throw them into a, like when they make them a 3D model. It blows my mind. But yeah, anyway, Mime Jr. I'm no B tier. I take that back. Happiny. This is one of those cute Pokemon where it's like I don't care. I don't know. Like cute isn't I feel like I am constantly like badgering myself of like, oh, but I only put cute Pokemon and you guys think I only put cute Pokemon. No one's ever commented that. It's me arguing with myself, which is I think half of my videos, half of my commentary in my videos. But yeah, Happiny is cute in a way where it's like I don't care. I don't know. It's kind of like, oh well. I don't know. Chatot. I feel like I should like this Pokemon more, but it's another one of those where I'm like, I don't know. Like when I think of a Pokemon like Toucanon, and you know, I know toucans and parrots aren't the same, but if I think of like tropical bird Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? Toucanon absolutely buries this thing because I'm kind of bored. I don't know. Spiritomb. I don't know. Does anyone like this Pokemon? I feel like I'm kind of being mean this time, but you know, oh well. Gibble, Gibble C tier. Bite. Actually, I'm gonna put Yo, my stomach might be rumbling. I have to eat. I will eat right after this. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Anyway, moving on. Gibble D tier. Bite C tier. And I hate to be stereotypical, but it is what it is. Garchomp is S tier. Who? Come on. Great design. And ridiculously strong. Comes in handy. Great Pokemon. I used to not even be a Garchomp fan until I put Garchomp on my team in Legends Arceus, and I was like, damn, this Pokemon can, I almost cussed, can really, clobber some other Pokemon. Munchlax, this sprite is frightening. I like Munchlax, but I don't like this sprite, and so I'm just gonna put it in B, but like, why did they make his eyes look like that? It's almost disturbing. Riolu, meh, who cares? Why am I spending time on him? It's kind of cute, but like, it's uninteresting when you have Lucario. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put Lucario in A tier. He deserves it. He's a cool Pokemon. I sometimes like playing him in Smash. I think the only reason why I don't like playing him as him in Smash is he's like not all that good until you're losing, and I don't like to have to be doing poorly in order to have my character be stronger. Anyway, this isn't a Smash video, this is a Pokemon video. Moving on. Hippopotas. I actually think it kind of looks cute right here, so I'm gonna say C tier. I hate this thing. D tier. Scorpy. I actually really like the name and I like the design, so we're gonna put in B tier. And then what's your name? It starts with a D. I know it does. Drapion. Drapion, we're gonna say, actually kind of think it's cool. I'm gonna say A tier. I don't know. Oh, Krogunk. Okay, Krogunk is chill. I like Krogunk. He seems like an easygoing guy, and for that and design and name and character, we're gonna put an A tier. Toxicroak. You know what? Let's be real. Okay, that's better. Toxicroak A tier, Krogunk B tier. Because you gotta admit, this is still pretty cool. He's not as like aloof and chill, but he kind of like, oh, now I'm, if we're getting serious, this is what you want. What's any Carnivine? Carnivine. Why do I feel so conflicted? I think the idea of a Venus flytrap type of Pokemon is so cool, or like this carnivorous plant Pokemon is so cool. I must be honest, C tier, because when I think of like Bellsprout and Weeping Bell and Victory Bell, who are like, I think also considered like based on, I don't know, but like when I think of like plant Pokemon, I don't know, like plant visually based Pokemon, plant design, plant inspired, I don't know the words that I'm looking for. It just doesn't compare, but it's cool. I mean, I think for a Venus flytrap Pokemon, something cooler could have come of it. All right. Finneon, I don't really care. Lumineon, just out of like, I enjoy the design, C tier. Mantike. How do I feel about Mantike? Mantike can be C tier. No. B tier. It's pretty, no, actually I don't like it. C tier. Snover. Snover. How do I feel about you, Snover? Actually kind of like how it looks there, so I'm gonna say B tier. It's fine. I don't know, not the greatest like type combination. Abominable Snow. How do I feel about you? D tier, I don't care for it. And then this looks even worse. Weavile. I don't like Weavile. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. Magnezone. Okay, Magnezone I don't love as much as Magneton, but this sprite is really cool and it makes it look like a UFO, and I think maybe that was the design that they were going for. I don't know. I actually think it looks really cool here, but I don't like how it looks in the like Legends Arceus or in Scarlet and Violet. Moving on to none other than Licky Licky. Funny name, funny design, seems full of character, seems silly. I like it. A tier. What is your name? Rhyperior? I think it was Rhyperior. I'm gonna say C tier. It's like kind of cool. I don't know. No, B tier. Let's be generous. B tier. It's pretty cool. Tangrowth. I actually think Tangrowth is pretty awesome. I really like Tangrowth. I'm gonna say Tangrowth is A tier. Part of me wants to just. We'll see if Tangrowth is S tier. We'll see how I feel at the end. Because right now, S tier is a little bit empty, but I don't want to just put things in S tier just because S tier is slim. You know what I mean? I think it has to really be based off of how I feel. Electivire. I don't really like it, to be honest. I think it has an interesting design. I don't know. It's fine. And then Magmortar, I kind of feel the same. I don't feel like they necessarily built upon like Magmar and Magmar and Electabuzz. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel like they were necessary. Togekiss. It's probably like my least favorite of like I like Togepi and Togetic, but I don't like this one that much. It's kind of weird looking. I don't know. I don't get the point of it. Yanmega. Interesting name. I kind of hate it, to be honest. I don't know. Leafeon. Leafeon I actually think looks kind of cool, and I like the colors that they used. Like this hue of green with this like beige, yellowish, orange, like orange tinted beige. I like it. I don't know. I think it complements it. This is probably one of my least favorite evolutions. I'm going to go ahead and put in D tier. I know how people feel about your evolutions, and if this one's your favorite, I'm sorry, but Glaceon is just not, I don't know. I just don't like it. Glysaur. We are going to put in, I'm tempted to say S tier, but this is another one we're going to put in A tier for now, and then we'll see. I don't know. Mamoswine. Right? Yes. I think it's Mamoswine. We're going to put in... We'll put in C tier. I don't hate it. Porygon Z. Man, this is another one of the boring ones. I'm saying, like, look at how many of the evolutions are, like, down here. I don't know. I feel like I'm just crowding the bottom tiers. Gallade. Gallade is very, very, very cool. We're going to put Gallade in A tier. Not S tier. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, baby. Finally, a deserving S tier Pokemon. One that I don't even have to freaking question it. None other than Probopass. Now, is Probopass my favorite name? No, but does the design absolutely carry every, compensate for every flaw of the name? Yes, Probopass is undoubtedly an S tier Pokemon for me. I love Probopass. So cool, so fun. Love the design. Love to look at it. So silly. Whoever designed that, give them a promotion. You know what I mean? I mean, we're only, 6 generations removed from, or no, it's Gen 4. I guess if the next gen is Gen 10, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's too late for that. Unless they still work there, then do it. Dusknoir. This one's actually pretty cool. We're going to say Dusknoir is A tier. And then, Frostlass. I honestly don't like Frostlass. Rotom. Rotom is an S tier Pokemon. I love Rotom. Rotom is... There's so much to love about Rotom. I love the design. I think it is so cute. I love how they made Rotom into appliances. I just love, that added, I don't know, lore of it, or giving some sort of practicality to a Pokemon of like, oh, not only can it battle for you, but it is what would you call that? Because it's not a full-blown oven. Let's just say oven. An oven, a washing machine, a refrigerator, a fan, a lawnmower. This is incredible. Rotom is for sure S tier. I don't know how you couldn't love Rotom. But, love these. I'm just going to put them in other just because, you know how I feel. I love them. I think it's super cool. I don't know if they've added more variations to Rotom since then, but you know, big fan of what they already have. So, oh, these little elfish things. I don't know. Uxie and Mespirit and I don't remember the last Asleaf, Azelf. I'm gonna be honest, they deserve to stay there. I don't really like them. I think they're weird looking. I kind of was bored of them in Legends Arceus, so yeah, that's how I feel. Dialga is going to be, let's say B tier Pokemon, and a good B tier, but it's just not A tier for me. And then Palkia, pretty cool. I do like Palkia. I like this sprite, but again, another B tier Pokemon, not like incredible, but definitely enjoyable. What is your name? Heatran? I feel like ever since I accidentally called Grumpig Tepig, I'm realizing how easily I mix up like the Pokemon's names. But I believe this one's name's Heatran, but it doesn't matter because it's going in D tier. Regigigas, or as I lovingly call him, Regigas. Regigas. We're gonna put an A tier actually. I don't know. It's speaking to me right now. I like it. Giratina. Okay. Dope Pokemon. I want to pick this one because this one's just my favorite form of it. I think it looks so sinister and sinuous and scary. And S tier, baby. It was an S tier letter S alliteration in order to justify why Giratina is going in S tier. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. I don't know. It's so evil looking, and it captures that sentiment, or that like it's supposed to be an evil Pokemon, right? It represents evil, I assume. I don't remember the plot all that well, but I just remember from facing what's his name, like Volvo, or what was that in Legends Arceus? What was his name? Arvo. What was his name? The blonde guy, the like evil blonde guy who then revealed his bad haircut. Him, they were an interesting duo, him and Giratina. But nonetheless, Giratina's S tier. What the heck is that guy's name? It's like Arvo or something like that. I don't remember what his name is. Moving on, Cresselia. Let's say B tier. We'll put her along with Dialga and Palkia. Phanpy, meh. Manaphy. Wait, no, this isn't Phanpy. What am I saying? What is it, like Fione? I don't know what the heck this thing's name. Why did I call it Phanpy? Because I was thinking about freaking Manaphy. Anyway, regardless, let's continue. Manaphy. Actually, I don't know why I used to like this Pokemon as a kid. It's kind of weird looking. It bothers me to look at it. Let's just, yeah. I don't know what happened. My taste has changed like a lot in regard to those two. Darkrai. Darkrai is pretty cool. Is not as cool to me as Giratina is, and so, or is it Giratina? I'm gonna say Gira, like, and it doesn't matter. Gyroscope. I don't know. Gyroscope. Moving on. Darkrai's B tier. I'm putting a lot of the legendaries in B tier, and it's not intentional, but I mean, whatever. Shaman. Let's just be realistic. It's, what the heck is, I don't want to look at it. Ooh, and none other than Arceus, the title, the reason for the season in Legends Arceus. I'm gonna put Arceus in A tier. Now, I cannot believe that I reached the end of my tier list video and that, my S tier is very, very, very slim. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, was I being too hard because I like this generation so much? I don't know, but like, I say I like this generation so much, but look at how heavily I packed, well, that doesn't count, other isn't, but look at how heavy I packed D tier and C tier. That's kind of, I don't know, but then there's such great standouts in this one. Oh boy, I feel like, okay, let me feel this one out, because Tangrowth does makes sense to me in S tier. But am I just doing this because it's not that important, but I'm treating it like it is? Because, if I'm saying this is my opinion, this is representative of me for this year, my opinion on Pokemon in 2024, then I feel like it has to be accurate, I'm gonna do it. Tangrowth in S tier. Cry about it. The other one that I'm considering is Glysaur, but yeah, we're gonna do it. Glysaur in S tier. Glysaur is S tier to me. I decided that now in this moment. It is what it is. I feel confident. Let's take a quick scroll down. That way you can see, and we can just see who's in other, because what does it matter? It's not that big of a deal. And D tier, C tier, B tier, A tier, and S tier. Now, I guess I'll throw up my, what was it, 2022 version? Or 2021? I don't remember. Of the tier list. Ooh, what changed? Rosso, are you a hypocrite? No. We've been through this one. But yeah, that's the tier list for this generation. I'm still hesitant to want to end this video just because I feel like I don't ever like moving Pokemon higher than what I put them originally, but I feel good about this. If someone was like, oh, defend yourself, I could. So that for that reason, I'm leaving it. The video is done. Unless you want to just hang out and chat with me. How's your week been? Anything eventful? Are you going to sleep now? And if you're going to sleep, don't think about the week. Think about sleeping and how tired you are. But if you're not sleeping, you're trying to stay awake, don't think about how tired you are. You know what I mean? It's contextual. Why am I dragging this on? I'm only going to be upset with myself when I have to edit an even longer video. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to end the video. I think it's funny to keep pushing it on. But that's all for this one, everyone. Bye.